Hello there, welcome back to Uncle Mike's Miracles. The creators have unmasked our complacency. We're all in monkey brain right now, either fight or flight scenario. Well, in Uncle Mike's reverse world, during these times of confusion and chaos, we're here to try and make life just a little brighter by planning our work and then working our plan. Anyone take a bath out there yet? I've heard several comments or feedback from people I do know took the bath and can't believe how great they felt afterwards. So while we're going through these hard times, you can continue to do what you're doing, not knowing there might be a better way of doing things out there, or you can do what I like to call my PEFS system that has worked well for me for over many years. That is physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually. Physically, if we're not well, nothing else matters because we don't have the energy or the focus to take care of the other three things. Emotionally, if we're frozen like the deer in the headlights, the answers and the solutions to life's issues can't be thought about because you're just too emotionally confused. Financially, if you're struggling financially, or you have a job, you're worried about a job, you have an idea that you want to launch, and spiritually. Now, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And I like to think of myself as the calm eye of a hurricane, where I'm in the center of the eye where everything's calm and serene, and everything around me is just swirling in chaos and confusion. And it's amazing the way that a lot of folks I do see, unfortunately, they just don't know what steps to take, what to do. Well, that's what we're here for as a support system. It's like an athlete or a bodybuilder. I mean, look, people like Vaughn and Jordan and Brady, they weren't great overnight. They had to train. They had to work very hard to get to where they were. And that's basically what we're trying to attempt to show you. Now, life is basically a classroom for the soul. We're here to level up and graduate, and by mistakes and life challenges. If there were no challenges, or we didn't make mistakes we could learn from, then, what's the sense of being here? There'd be no challenges. There's no polarity. You ever wish you could go back to your younger self and kick him in the butt or her in the butt? Well, hopefully, us as a community might be the next best thing, sharing our wisdom and our tactics of what we each do. Now, I'm not Mr. Know-It-All, and I don't claim to be, but I do have certain things that have worked well for me, like my PEF system. And I'm not an old coot, but then also I'm not a young whippersnapper. I've been around the block a few times, so I do have these experiences I can share with folks. And I'll show you how I try and stay young physically and emotionally. Now, I'm not here, I don't care about likes or subscribes. I'm not looking for fame or to make any money. I generally care about what happens to each and one of you. This is what we're supposed to be doing, helping each other during this lifetime. And I've had my own life challenges. In 2008, I had a disease that was non-curable at that time. And in my business, I was helping people through bankruptcies and financial things and just trying to help people, support them. And I came up with an idea called Gator. It's a support system for folks to go to help each other, share ideas on building businesses. What can we do to get back on the feet? And then unfortunately, though, the disease got me. And I literally had to stop working. I moved down to South Carolina from Cape Cod where my mother was. I stayed with her while I used the VA and was cured. And just when I was getting back on my feet again, my mother had a stroke on Mother's Day. And for 6 months, I took care of her. I bathed her, I fed her, I changed her. And the week helping her pass over is one of the hardest things that has ever happened to me. But I know she's still here. This is only temporary. Basically, this is a nanosecond in a sea turtle's life. well, because they live over 150 years, I think, and this lifetime. So, but I never distressed during that whole time. I wasn't worried. I just figured out the solutions, and this old saying I use, I just keep on trucking. So what we're going to do is over the next few episodes, we're going to start working on the PEP system, explain how that works and what each one of us can do. And like I said, your likes or your subscribes or your comments or whatever you want to do to help and add things to the discussion. And that's what we're here for. We're going to share our common knowledge and kind of have support each other, because I've been in my type of business for quite a while, and I told folks the past few years, I said that we're way overdue. It's a 10-year cycle, and my humble opinion, I believe it's going to be much worse this time, because all they did was kick the can down the road. They never fixed anything. No way. They just went, here, print money. Everybody who wants a buck. That's all they did. And so now this is where it's left up to us to pick up the pieces. And that's what I was talking about in my last video, about maybe it is a time for introspection and to think about where we're heading for, because we're living in a once-in-a-generation lifetime that we're going to see something, that something major is going to happen. It's like this perfect storm between finances, this virus, and so forth. But I know that we can do this together. That's why I'm going to launch Gator as a support system once we go through a couple of videos. And if anybody wants to join me and help, listen, we're all in this together. Let's get through this together. So until next time, stay safe. And if you can't, because I know there's a lot of people sitting around getting bored at their homes right now. So if you can't, name it after me. Uncle Mike, peace out.